They over there looking all squeamish. They got their little shawars and stuff.
Stuff we might not be able to visit. No, I ain't even gonna try that.
What?
You're not gonna try it?
I was gonna try from left to right, but no. Ain't even going there. I'm not gonna show how dumb I am on. Scott Hyatt's gonna play me on that one. I know he is.
Yeah.
He's laughing right now. He don't even know why.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait a minute, Daniel. Dude, it's your headphones. 'Cause
I hear everybody but me.
Well, that's your.
I can
It's,
hear
It's weird.
it's your headphones.
It's so weird.
I can't turn you up anymore. I'm gonna hear you over there wheezing.
We don't need that.
No.
We don't need that.
I hear him just fine. I don't know.
Definitely don't need
So
to
weird.
I mean,
wheezing.
yeah. You might want to check your connection.
Oh, it is. I hear everybody. That's perfect.
Then buy some more.
That's so weird.
How much you pay for it?
$200?
$200.
These ain't no cheap headphones.
I'll
Is
take
it?
them back.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't. I can't. The store I bought it from ain't no longer in business. Salmash no longer exists.
Mm.
That's why.
Well, let's dive into this next rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yes. Miss Ashley,
Yeah.
tell me about this business you got going on and this new fancy web page and this sorority that I've been hearing
Well, I don't know the new business, but the new organization, which was one of the things that we started to talk about the last time that we were
Yes.
here.
Yep.
about. And that's maybe me saying that wrong, that organization. I mean.
Yeah, no, you're good.
We just simple folks.
But we were actually in the process of starting a new organization. So it's me and 4 other ladies. And we have founded Iota Psi Tau Sorority
We were
Incorporated.
way off.
We were.
I thought I heard it right for it.
Yeah, we did have a.
As far as the web page, of course, David helped with the web page.
Okay.
So, you know, it's amazing. It looks awesome. But yes, we have put together this sorority. It's for basically we're a sisterhood that has women that are resilient and just empowering each other, first responders and military spouses and military affiliated. So we're still giving back to the community,
Right.
you know, and being positive leaders out here, and of course supporting other organizations and especially the Brothers of Mu Beta Phi military fraternity.
Okay.
Y'all just
Good
did,
stuff.
wrapped up like a school, back to school?
Yes,
Yeah.
so we had our first annual, well, it was just our first event anyway, being a new sorority.
And y'all just come out swinging.
Yeah, we did. But the guys have been doing it for a few years, so we were able to join them with that, and we were able to hand out over 300 backpacks.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yep, backpacks with supplies, food, free haircuts. They had games out there, so it was really nice.
I didn't get a backpack.
I might have one.
Or a haircut.
Over 300 back.
Yeah.
Over 300 backpacks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
How many free haircuts?
So there was only one guy that was doing haircuts, so I think he did maybe 30.
Awesome.
I was fixing to say,
Yeah.
if this man cut over 300 heads of
No,
hair
he didn't.
and didn't charge a dime, that's a hell of a barber right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah,
My fingers be hurting if it had.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good stuff.
yeah.
And kids of all ages just starting out?
Kids of all
or-
ages.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And even there were some adults that came in there and got some backpacks. You know, it's all to the community. So.
That's good.
I'm glad you didn't. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't just limit it. You know, like,
No, we
because
didn't.
somebody may actually needed that.
They-
stuff.
absolutely.
You're
Yep.
like Daniel. You know, he gets hungry.
So every pretty picture comes with its stains. What were some of the struggles you had?
So I wouldn't necessarily say struggles, but you know, when us as leaders, like a lot of people think that, oh, we want this or we want that or whatever. No, we're just natural born leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So making sure that you have the right people in your circle, that's very important.
Right.
Because if you don't, and then I've had so many people in my past that were in my circle that were down talking me or,
Oh, yeah.
you know, just downplaying the steps, the positive steps that I was trying to do. They were trying to talk me out of it.
I got you.
So,
The why you want to do that,
right.
or why is that important?
Or wait a minute, you know, don't
Yeah.
do it right now. But then they turn around and they're doing the same thing, you know. So I think just being a natural leader and having the right people in your circle that are actually encouraging you
Mm-hmm.
and being positive and just continue that support.
Okay.
Because, you know, it may not be, I don't know. I just feel like you need to have the right people in your circle
Right.
at all times.
Well, they say you are who you
Yep.
hang around.
Surround
You are,
yourself with,
absolutely.
yes.
Yeah, they say if you want to know your future, look at the 5 people in your circle.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so
That
I'm
don't
gonna-
say much for me because Daniel's in my circle.
I was about to say the same thing about you.
So I'm gonna bounce one off of you then. So Ali, and we were all talking earlier, and he said something about being that natural born leader. Who do leaders turn to? When you get to a point, I like to look at it as not fame or fortune, but that spotlight that the leader's in. When that leader reaches his peak and says, "Where does he go from here?" Who do you turn to?
Well, it does happen.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've had to learn just in the last year and a half is you have to turn to your God,
Yes.
whoever you believe, and that's who we turn to.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Because part of mine's sitting right there.
Yeah.
Like that's the wind in my sails right there.
Thank you.
The
I
other
knew
one,
it. I tried.
the other
Oh,
one
he's
sitting
talking about
beside
you.
of him.
Oh, he was talking about that. His,
My mini me sitting over there. Yes, David, I love you too.
Oh,
But
shoot.
that's the people in your circle you turn to at different times.
Mhm.
I mean, I married her almost 18 years ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, again, old timers.
Wait a minute now.
Just don't
Keep it
listen to
up,
the
man.
podcast yet, but it's okay. November will be 17 years. Layla, you were supposed to help me on that, but no,
She's gonna watch you sing, but
yes,
Yeah.
because she knows I can't swim. But being in
Oh,
that
yes.
spot, I've kind of experienced that as well. You get to that point where everything's great. I mean, it just keeps getting better and better, and then you lay your head down on the pillow at night, and it's like, wow, where does it go from here?
Yeah.
y'all actually lay down. Dang.
He said something about being a vampire earlier, and you sleep upside down.
I think, you know, and it's, again, the last year and a half has been really hard for me. So I've had to, you know, God comes 1st,
Mhm.
and then your family.
Yep.
So those are the 2 top most important things for me. And you just have to find that outlet, whatever it is, because we do need people.
Mhm.
You know, because we get pulled this way, pulled that way. People are always looking up to us and things like that, and they don't realize that, hey, we need to pick up the phone. Like, what happens when we need to call someone? What happens when we need to talk to someone? But, you know, I have some good people in my circle, so.
Oh yeah, yeah. We all have that what I like to call that frog moment. By frog, I mean that fully rely on God that you're talking about. But in some instances, you almost feel like He's not there.
Yes.
But you have to have that steadfast faith. And David, this goes for you too, because I've heard you talk about it. You ask for things and you tell Him your desires,
Mm.
be it whoever you're talking to,
Mm.
and then it's a patience
It is.
of, okay, you don't need it right now,
Mm.
but when you get it and you see full circle,
Yeah.
when it comes together on the other side, you get that little glimmer of light, and it's that little hand wave over here on the side.
Mhm.
It's not "I told you so," it's "Hey, here it is. I was there. I was listening," and it's that feeling of success.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you brought that up because we've been joining the online church the last few weeks, and what the pastor said just recently was, she said, you know, whoever you're praying to, right? You're asking for this, you're asking for that, and you know, why is this happening to me and this and that? But in your prayers, when you're talking to your God, you need to say thank you.
Yes.
You know, thank you for this. Thank you for waking me up this morning, or whatever the case may be, but also say thank you.
Right. Yeah, there needs to definitely be that prayer without ceasing. You pray in the good times, you pray in the bad times too. You don't just go to your God and say, I need you right now.
Right.
You've got to have that understanding that you need Him all the time. And it's what I like to call steadfast faith.
Right.
Yeah, that's good stuff though.
Yeah.
So what in the future, where are y'all going?
We're going everywhere.
Okay. I hear you over there. I hear you over there.
So the plans for the
Not
sorority is
Ashley and
that.
them, me. Let's get that straight.
Let's get that straight.
So the next, like the plans for what we have for the sorority. So
They're
we,
gonna host a big barbecue at my house.
yeah, we
I
can,
need some book bags.
we can.
No,
We're
go
bringing
ahead,
some.
Ashley. I'm ADD, I'm sorry.
We are actually in the process of having a line crossing in October.
Okay.
So once we have all those details, we'll be putting that out.
What's the
Okay.
line crossing?
New members.
Okay, see, cause there may be people that don't.
Yes, we have some lovely ladies that are actually going to be our alpha line. So that's
Okay.
our first line. So it's going to be pretty big, and you know, of course, we're going to have the flyers out in the events and stuff.
Oh.
So hope to see y'all out there, so y'all can see what we do.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll,
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
maybe we'll try to do it live.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. I would absolutely love that.
Okay. So one more time on the name of the sorority.
Iota.
Xi.
Xi. Yep.
Okay.
You got it.
I understand what we were talking about now earlier, David. It was just all in one. It looked like one word.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
we were
before,
playing-
and in fairness, before y'all got here, we had like a forum. I'm trying to pronounce it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were off.
Every single one of us had a big butcher knife in our hand. We just
So
butchered.
like people, they just reach out to you guys to join, or can anybody join? Or?
So we do have a website, so they can check out our website, which I can put that on, or just let y'all know. But we do have a website. The ladies that we're looking for are, of course, any of the ladies that are looking to encourage each other.
So like strong
Yeah,
minded.
strong.
How the hell I hit the joint?
I know, right?
There she
Yeah,
is.
Military affiliated and first responders.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
And the police gonna be there?
Uh-huh.
Hell no. I can't enjoy that shit.
Zima is still angry at Papa.
Yeah. Good
No
stuff.
razors, no pistols,
Oh, yeah.
no chainsaws.
And you gotta pay.
Yeah.
No good. Okay. I guess she doesn't want that.
I guess she doesn't want to join after that.
She thought she did.
Yeah, there is a membership fee.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the membership fee goes back into helping you guys
Yep. it
keep the
absolutely
things
does.
afloat there.
Yep. Yeah, we're a 501c nonprofit
Yep.
organization, so everything that we do, we're giving back to the community.
Okay.
That's
good
great.
stuff.
That's great.
That's good stuff. Well, Chris, I can't.
Oh,
Go ahead, David.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I can't let you sit there and leave you out too, man. I see you got your t-shirt on too. Tell us a little bit about
This
yours.
is easier.
His is a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I thought his had something to do with gasoline. I didn't think it was actually a sorority shirt. I thought it was like a gas company or something.
Oh, my God.
We need to get him a sponsor.
Yes.
I know what it is.
BP or something.
What was the question again?
So tell us a little bit about your sorority and
Well, at the men's are actual fraternities. And,
yours is a fraternity.
right.
Yeah, get it right.
It's Mu Beta Phi Military Fraternity Incorporated, and we advocate for all veterans, active duty and retired, or if you just got out of the military. So we aim at helping all veterans in any way we can with a benefit, helping information on benefits, educational information, anything of that sort.
Okay.
And also giving back to the community too as a whole.
Yeah, and I've heard recently that there's a gentleman that is a hire manager where I work, and he is retired, and he just found out there was like a plethora of like assistance that a lot of veterans don't know about.
Correct, yeah.
To
That's
the
a
VA
lot.
and stuff like that, and he finally, has got hooked up with some of that stuff. And actually, they're not going to just seek you out to help you. You got to seek, you got to go and look for it. So
Right.
having somebody to have a mediator, to kind of help somebody find some stuff.
Advocator, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Yeah,
good
'cause
stuff.
There's so many resources out there and they don't know,
Mhm.
And so what they do is like they work together, they go to the VA hospitals, they have people that are in the inside like that will pass out the information to, the whole fraternity because they want everyone to know about it. And then
That's
they go
awesome.
back to the community, to the veteran communities and share it with them too.
Okay, that's good stuff.
Well, y'all shoot me a link to that because I know a lot of veterans, and there's been several of them that hit me up in the middle of the night that just need somebody to talk to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, and I can start sharing that link around on my stuff. That way, maybe some of those veterans can get hooked up with you guys.
Okay, yeah, definitely, no doubt.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that take that for granted that don't know the struggles. Like my cousin, he's a Marine and came out and he didn't have as hard a time, I know, as what some do. But that adjustment from military lifestyle back to civilian lifestyle, I never did understand that until talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's different saying, oh yeah, I understand what you're going through. No, you don't. To see him come out and have that adjustment back to what we see as normalcy, because it's just our everyday life. We go to work, we come home, we see our family. When he goes to work and comes home, he comes home to an empty house. You come home to by yourself to prep your uniform for the next day, to mentally prepare yourself to go back in. You go in uniform, you change out of your uniform, you put on a different set of clothes to crawl in and work on a helicopter
Right.
or work on an airplane and turn wrenches all day.
Right.
And then you come out of that to where you go to work and he's crawling into machines for Charlotte Plastics
Okay.
and coming out, and this one was like a grease monkey.
Right.
Like, dude, you were a Marine. You are a Marine. And now you're dirty and nasty, and what are you doing? And he's like, there just comes a time in your life to where you just have to make a change. And he chose that, and he come home. He's got a beautiful baby now, and he didn't have to go through those differences of turning his life around, going to drugs or going to alcohol. He's a talented young man, and he's, as most folks of this generation would say, living his best life now. But he's successful in my point of view.
That's great. Yeah, it's the transition is, oh man, it's kind of like, you have this, while you're in there, you have this structure that you follow daily. Right? Like, I know I can't call in a word,
Right.
all that type of stuff, but in a civilian world, you can,
Mhm.
right? So, every branch transition is different. Like, for the Navy, I know for me, when I went back to the civilian world for at least about 3 months, I had to almost sleep with the tub, water running in the tub, because I had to hear that water sometimes. Every now and then I had to hear that water, or you couldn't yell fire or anything like that around me. It was like an immediate, especially if I was sleeping.
Right.
Because I'm gonna jump up and respond to that, and it's some things, some other things like on the job I had to kind of catch myself of putting some people in their place, like,
We know those stories.
yeah, yeah, like,
I work
you-
on a crew with where my crew chief
uh-huh,
is ex-Marine and he was overseas
right,
during the Iraq War. And
okay,
so he's only been home a few years, and so I see this sometimes. Sometimes I might be that coworker that pushes them buttons a little
push
bit.
them buttons and be like, hey, wait a minute, you
No.
know who you talking to, you know,
Right.
so.
Not you.
Let's just put it this way: we got in a fist fight last week. So,
Wow.
But it takes,
You mean he almost ripped your butt?
no, it means I didn't back down either. So
right. But it takes some getting to, because I was talking to somebody the other day and I was telling them, like, you know, like when we're overseas or we're away from home, and a lot of guys who don't have close family or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And somebody gets a piece of mail means a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, a piece of mail means a lot. And I know, like, one time I was overseas, I was in Singapore for Christmas. That was my first time really being away from home during the Christmas season, right? And, you know, I got a little package from home with some stuff in it. And I was like, hey, you know, that meant the world to me, but then somebody that worked next to me didn't get anything.
Mhm.
So I shared it with them,
Oh, yeah.
you know, just to try to help brighten up that day. That's why we say, hey, you know, somebody's being deployed, you know, send them a card or something. Just
Oh,
let them know that somebody's back here thinking about you.
Mhm. That's good stuff.
That means a lot.
That's good stuff. It's stuff, and stuff is the wrong word. It's organizations like the both of you have that kind of restores that little faith in humanity.
Right.
It's people out here, like I said earlier, that are doing right for the sake of doing right. Like the people you were talking about earlier, Ashley, why are you doing that? Don't do that. No, I'm going to do it right now. If I don't do it right now, then I become you.
Right.
I become the one looking at everybody else saying that I can do that.
Yeah.
And you become the ones
It's a
that,
naysayer.
yes, you just talk about it.
We
You keep
experience
talking
that.
about it,
Right.
and it never comes to fruition. You have to take that leap that says, look, I'm gonna do this, pass or fail, win or lose. It's gonna happen.
That's not an option.
No, we don't fail.
Exactly.
Right.
See,
Exactly.
I'm still training Dustin to get that or.
there is no
Yeah,
war.
there is no or.
There is no over. You're exactly right.
You just keep going. If something doesn't work out, you just keep going. You're gonna find the right way to do things or the correct way. And just for an example, like I did have an in-home care business,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but I should have took different steps. So when I get back to going and doing that again, or revamping it or whatever the case may be, then I would know, okay, I need to take this step, not what I did 2 years ago.
Right.
So it's just getting better in whatever you're doing. If it doesn't work out, just keep doing something else until it gets better.
Yes.
It's like when you crash your car, you get up and get another one.
Yeah.
Carlos, I mean,
Not necessarily the analogy I was looking for.
Right. You just if you fall, you just get back up, and you keep.
Oh,
you
there
keep
go Daniel.
keep it
You better tell Medea that she needs.
she's already on the way back to
I
Atlanta.
see.
Make sure Joe's in there too.
Um,
I will say that,
Do a run.
adding to what she says, but like, a lot of people look at me as being successful or whatever, right? And they say, well, how do you deal with, how do you get there? And it's like, well, somewhere along the line, you gotta fail.
Yes.
Because if you don't fail, you'll never know what being successful is.
Mhm.
And I failed many times, and sometimes I get to the point where it's like, man, what am I doing wrong? Or, man, I really messed up with, just being down on yourself. But then I look at it as like, okay, so I've been that voice of that help voice for other people. But then who do I turn to when I feel like I need somebody
Mm-hmm.
to say, hey, man, it's going, you can't give up or whatever. Right, but the military teaches us, I know the old school military teaches you that, hey, don't give up, don't fail, hey, keep fighting, keep
Yes.
pushing, get it together,
And you can't have jealous or people that are envying you. You know, they sit there and they see, okay, well, you have this and you have that. Oh, well, how did you get that? You know, that right there is jealousy. You
Yes.
know, no matter who it is, it could be somebody really close to you, but just doing things and doing it because you enjoy doing it or you love doing it, and support each other. Like that's one of my biggest things. Like I'm always supporting my friends, my circle, this and that. I will not sit here and ask you or because you shouldn't have that jealousy or envy. And if you have that, then that person doesn't need to be around you.
Right. That's those people that they don't realize they come in and try to steal the thunder.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look out and say, no, baby, you can't steal it. I am the storm.
Right. That's right.
It's gonna keep going whether you like it or not.
Right.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. All right, well, guys, we have had a long show.
I'm sorry.
Well,
No,
actually,
It's not that
No.
way. It's never. I'm
actually,
sorry.
we
This
hadn't
is-
even met the threshold for what the new algorithm has said yet. So
Okay, well.
it's not considered a long show yet. We're still kind of in infancy.
Okay, well, push the clutch in and we'll
So,
switch
A long
to
show
third
is
gear.
considered 4 hours in the overall.
Well, not 4 hours now.
Right.
No, but we're still under what they say.
Okay, well, as I said, we can shove the
seemed a lot
clutch in
longer.
and grab another gear, or
Grab another beer.
we can grab another gear.
Some of the stories Daniel had didn't kind of line up to what the
They're- yeah.
topic was today. So
They're not quite in that same
They're not
room.
quite in that realm.
No.
Okay, well,
we won't mess
we'll
with it.
just say that we,
I've got them. I've got
we'll
them.
just
I
say
did
we
my
missed a
homework.
gear and we'll
Yeah.
keep going.
Yep.
We accidentally hit reverse.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
No, David, don't let him do that. If we hit reverse, we're gonna go back to talking on the toll road, and this podcast never did happen.
Oh,
No.
hell.
We can't go that far back.
No, we're not going backwards.
The Toro always backfired on everybody.
Yeah. Or you run over a bollard and tear it up.
They're still fussing about that?
Yeah.
Are you talking about me in the skid steer?
No, me and Dustin ran over something way before you did that.
I was about to say, because you remember I tore up the whole.
He tore that whole
I took
thing.
the whole asphalt and everything up with it, so.
That's okay.
I left a sinkhole in the ground.
It's water under the bridge.
I
That's
love
right.
it.
That's right. Well, we're gonna put something out there to our listeners, and Ashley and Chris, I hope y'all don't mind, but if there are any strong-willed women out there that would like to reach out to Ashley and possibly talk to her about taking that next step in their life, I think that may be a good thing.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
on the other hand as well,
Now, do they have to be like married to a military or?
No.
Okay.
that's awesome. So it's all inclusive. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. And if we have anybody listening that is a veteran, if you are active military and looking towards your retirement date, or your not retirement date, but your somebody chime in what word I'm looking for.
Actively retired.
Retiring, POS, and
Yeah,
there was
on your way
something
out.
there. If you're looking shortly to come out and possibly need somebody to talk to, we've got somebody in the studio today that seems to have a good head on his shoulders, and like I said, he's doing right for the sake of doing right. There's people out there that will listen to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And our phones, we have phone lines and everything. David, I know that you
Mhm.
said that you had someone calling you, but our phones are always open.
Yep.
So I think that's very important. It's just making sure that we are a listening ear.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, there definitely needs to be more of that. Because we all have moments. Some are worse.
So how do I become a member of the team? What's the pay rate?
Pain and suffering.
You're talking about becoming a member here? One of the kings?
Yeah,
Oh, my. This man said he wants to join the court. Show up and There is no prince status. There is no court jester.
Nope.
walk in-
Well.
You gotta get people to look at it.
That may have been.
There is a king jester.
There is a king, yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, he's a little on the squirrely side,
Yeah.
a little on the shrimpy side. But,
No, there's no
You
requirement.
got
We
an
may-
initiation.
Other than just being able to be a good person.
we maybe have some room for you.
Oh, okay.
That could be worked out.
Miss Joy be the mama of the 5 boys now.
There's room anytime.
Absolutely. Yeah, this room is open to more people than the room that it could hold.
Get it off your chest too if you got
Yep.
problems at work. Get it off your chest or whatever.
This is the pile,
Right,
the
yeah,
spot
yeah,
for it.
Get it off your chest.
That way you don't accidentally almost get in a fist fight.
Wait a minute,
with
wait a
somebody.
minute. Did I actually hear Jeff talking?
We heard Mr. Smooth.
I know you did that.
Dang.
I ain't let me talk. They talking over me.
There you go. Yeah, see, y'all don't talk over him
He
now.
is not in the DR anymore. He
I'll
is
be there.
soon to return.
Yep.
But
2
he's
more
here.
weeks. 2 more weeks.
You going back?
Yep.
Already?
Back.
2 more
I had a
weeks.
lady there then.
Nah.
Ain't no lady.
No, yeah, they got to be.
He
Going back that quick.
He has to keep going just to get, you know, he gets little small doses of you, then he has to go back.
Jokes on him. Next time he comes back, I might be there.
Oh, wow, okay.
You might well. Hey,
I got my
don't be
passport.
scared.
I don't believe that's even bothering.
I know. You don't want to spend no
Jeff, I
money.
want you to go back to the DR.
I heard a chick over there. That means I make it
That
better.
there's a guy over here that has a shrimp in a bowl on his stomach. We can send you. You have pictures on your phone
Yeah.
that have been created by AI. They might need to be printed out and put on some.
Or make a shirt.
I think
Yes.
we need to, well that and we need to, I think put one up in here.
I believe we do.
I think we need to start putting my art in here. Yeah.
I think so. Let's make care.
Well, that wall over here is a little
I think I'm gonna
bare.
make, I'm gonna make, yeah, that is a little bare now, isn't
Yeah, it is.
it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna make a little art of everybody.
Put it right over each person's head.
Yeah.
That's
No,
right.
except for that one. That's his art's already there.
Well, that one's, Dustin's got a little boy thing on it.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm a father of 4, grandfather of 1, and
You ain't the strange to
I've
urine.
been peed on, pooped on, pooped on. Oh yeah.
That's funny because my mama said the first thing I did when I came out was pee
Mhm.
all over everybody. So,
I could see that.
There's an old joke that goes on with that. They clipped that cord and he pissed on everybody.
So that's-
Well, if I had to hold it for 9 months, I'd have pissed
Hey,
on everybody.
that's
too.
exactly what happened though with me.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And she said I peed right on my dad immediately,
Wow.
first thing, right after. So,
Man, I tell you what, I'm chomping at the bit. I'm ready to go.
You ready to go?
Not home, but home.
you ain't never ready to go.
Nah, I'm talking about Norway.
Oh.
Oh, he's talking about we're going on vacation. Have you clocked out yet?
Oh yeah, it's already gone.
It's already gone.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what's in your future. Have you got you going over there to buy a yard chair or a zero gravity chair and just sit there and look at the fjord?
I'm just gonna sit on the ground.
You just gonna sit on the ground.
Yeah,
Miss
do
Joy,
get
you
back
sit on the
up.
ground?
Yep.
Somebody gotta stay standing up to help you
Tell
up.
you, let me tell you, if I was shooting somebody, Joy would be there picking up the shells and wiping up the blood.
I believe that.
So,
I can believe that.
yeah, that's how it goes.
Mhm.
Well, somebody gotta stay
I did
standing
the
up to
same
pick you up.
Huh?
So somebody gotta stay up standing to pick you up.
Right.
We'll figure it
You
out.
don't be able to get up.
Oh, I'll get up. Don't worry about
When
me.
the smoke clears, I can guarantee you Baba Yaga will be gone.
So why Norway?
It's family, like my ancestors.
Oh, inside, okay.
Lineage. Yep, lineage. So in my religion, we also pray to our ancestors. So
All right, all
there's a
right.
better way of praying to them to actually show up where they are.
Are any of your ancestors actually Vikings?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I am
That's cool.
a direct descendant of Bjorn Ironside,
Oh.
which was a son of Ragnar Lothbrok. But direct descendant of them, and then Rollo, the walker. And he called him, he was Rollo the walker because he was so big he couldn't fit on a horse.
Wow.
And I ain't talking about Daniel Big, I'm talking about like 7 foot.
Look, Daniel just shot you.
Yes,
That'd be killed.
It's alright.
I shot you that look because you and me were within 10 pounds of each other, so.
Okay. Yeah, tell you something.
Yeah, Vikings were cool. They were fierce, and I don't know how the hell they was on them wooden
Well,
ships because I couldn't have did it.
Well, they were actually, yeah, they were
They were
master craftsmanship makers.
Right.
And Viking, in a sense, it's an occupation. It's not a person. So like it's Vikingur is what it's really would be called, and they wouldn't even call themselves Vikings, so to speak. They would have just called themselves farmers. And what happened was they tried to branch out into trade with these areas, and the areas pissed on them, so to speak, and they were like, oh, okay, well, we'll just take it, and that's what they did.
Right.
And they far stretched all the way. So the Swedish Vikings made it all the way to Egypt.
All right.
And the Far East. There was actually several Buddha statues found in some of the burial mounds. So
Wow.
I think everybody probably has a touch of Viking. Yeah. They were probably so well mated, probably worse than Genghis Khan. So yeah, they made it everywhere. But common misconception was that they were savages and they were this and that, but they were actually some of the cleanest Europeans. They actually introduced bathing to Europe, to England and all these other places. There's combs that have been found for beards and beard oil, and it's amazing. There's a lot of history that's still being unraveled. So, yeah. Then they were persuaded by the Christians to change their ways. That's another story for another day.
Yes, sir. Well, I can tell you this, that I am as excited as you are about going as to let's try the English language again. I want you back and be able to hear what you found when y'all went over.
Yeah.
I'm as excited to hear that as I am for y'all going.
So like Christians, you have the Holy Land.
Yes.
Muslims have Mecca. Well, we have Scandinavia, basically Norway. So like almost like a pilgrimage, so to speak. Yeah. So I'll have one or two stories.
Okay. Well, I hope you find.
You should blog while you're there.
So what?
You should blog yourself like
Blog myself.
We probably will be
I
having
don't know
some
how
type
to
of
do it.
recording.
that. Okay.
I don't know nothing about social media.
You don't know anything about social media.
No, nothing.
So the Urban Ragnar is a myth.
What?
What?
Urban Norseman now.
Urban Norseman.
It's Urban Norseman, but modern Ragnar.
There we go.
Mhm.
So that.
Well, that's good stuff. Well, I'm looking forward to y'all coming back. I'm not wanting your trip to be over by no means because I want y'all to have a ball.
No, I'm ready to, there's so many things that I want to do here, but I need to pause for a second.
Man, don't we all?
It's needed. It's needed.
So, most nights I'm up to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning working to get all this fine content out.
Oh, yeah.
And they always say you're one video away. One video.
One video.
It's gotta be seen by the right person.
Yeah, or several different people.
It's just got to be the right kind of video. PG.
Well,
Damn, sorry.
sorry, refrigerator lady. Yeah, no.
That's an inside joke with
That's
David
it. Yeah, that's a
Joy.
little inside joke that Daniel molests the refrigerator while you are not here. Yeah,
Well.
so that's good, man. We had a nice little show here today. Got plenty of stuff for me to edit now.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Daniel Shrimp dangling on the microphone over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Daniel's Daniel moved across town.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's across town over there now.
Yeah.
South side.
Yeah, no,
It is funny, the south side.
North side, we said that.
He's on the north side over here now.
that's kind of like feng shui. See, you know, I thought that was funny because, you know, you had the Shrimp King. Then you have the Redneck King. Then you have the Hustling King. Then you have the Viking. Okay. Anyway.
I love it. I love it. David, you got anything else for me, David?
No, I
Nope.
think that's it. Yeah, I think.
Daniel, you best be prepared next Sunday, baby.
For what?
Calls. They're
How long?
leaving.
Well, yeah, I hope you
Finally.
don't. I hope you don't do you like you did me last Sunday.
What the fuck you talking about?
I had to
There he
like
is.
pull shit out of him.
Mm.
I kept it's even on there. I'm like, Daniel, are you here?
I was listening to everybody else. Like Jeff was talking about, everybody else talking.
It was me and you, bud.
I know that's a
You
lie.
lying fucker.
You talk over everybody, baby.
Shit.
There he goes.
I ain't said much the whole time, have
Well,
I?
next Sunday, the show is going to be dedicated to the Shrimp King. It's going to be Redneck
And the other
Smooth.
redneck.
and
It's gonna be
The
a
shrimp.
redneck shrimp
The
company.
redneck shrimp king.
I feel bad for you, Jim.
that, that sounded like we had something going on right there.
I'm used to
I feel bad for you, Jim.
Oh yeah. Odd man out.
And Jeff be like, y'all, I'm just gonna sit over here and be quiet.
He's gonna be our interpreter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anger,
before we get out of here,
anger translator.
yeah, Chris, Ashley, we really appreciate y'all coming back in. It has been a hell of a show today.
Oh, yeah. I feel
Y'all sit
glad.
right here with us through the whole thing, but
Yeah.
y'all are welcome anytime here in the studio.
And when y'all are
Thank you.
here,
Thank you.
when y'all are here, just jump in. Don't wait
Yes.
for somebody to tell you. You know, y'all have an open forum. So I know sometimes it's easy if we get started on our little tailspins here. You know, just jump in.
Yeah. If you have a thought,
Yeah.
if you want to speak out about something, speak your mind.
Yeah. You think one of us is full of shit? Let
Let us know.
We like that.
Gloves come off when you come through the doors of the Monzo meeting.
Jeff don't care about, you know, when y'all talking about spiritual, I go, he want to tell y'all full of shit. Quit digging in your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always appreciate it, so thank y'all.
Yes, yes, ma'am. In all seriousness, y'all are great people. We appreciate having y'all here. Appreciate our listeners, Mr. Scott. I'm not gonna call him any bad names this week.
Not this week. He's gonna get talked about next week.
Yeah, next week. Yeah. But he might get mad about that because I told him, I said, the day that we don't pick on you, then you know what's wrong. But he'll be okay.
He'll be okay.
And then another listener that stays with us all the time is Mike, Mr. Big Mike. Big Mike listens to us all the time. He's always asking for it, so he'll
Okay.
probably enjoy this show too.
He made an appearance in the dark hour.
Oh yeah, we got him on. We got him online.
Okay.
So
Good
yeah.
stuff. Good stuff.
Anyway, yep, nope, that's it. That's all I got now.
If nothing else, Dr. Smooth, you gonna take me home
Oh,
today?
yeah. Peace, love, and happy.
Amen.
Amen.
All right.